here, guys, are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 66, pull it, pass.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Owens. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump.
Now Murray off play action. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 8, read. 59. I don't think you got it.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready. Full 50 against the mic. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Murray now on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Cook. But I think the ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
On second down now, Dickerson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's a 2nd and 7. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1. One-yard line.
Let's go! 60 yards. Second tone, defense. Second tone, defense. Let's go. Minus 50. You.
Murray now on first down. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete a run like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray going deep for Diggs. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Got it.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. 60 or. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. Shoot.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Bears 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their... From 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down, 4 down.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And Diggs has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Owens. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bears' 41-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
I smell fear in that offense.
Play fake. Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Owens. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Murray now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Set, cut. 15 on it. 15 on it. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. You got nothing with that.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready. Pittsburgh. Get to 15. Check back 15. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
On 2nd down, Dickerson. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ready,
operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. This is Cohen. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Gets this to his running back, Torrey Cohen. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's 2nd and 8. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Throwing on second down. Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Throw left side complete. That's Owens. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Check 43.
On first down, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Owens. A good pickup there at 22. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there, bank at the 39-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well, as we are back and underway for the second half. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Cohen on the toss. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again, as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. 6-6, bullet hot.
2nd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
He may try and run for this.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy, make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play, a perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will find Winslow. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Set 15 line. 15 line. 54.
I got it.
They try again with Cohen, and he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. They call that a loss of 6 yards, and it's third down now.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
That's the 59. Oh, dead punch.
Hey, Echo.
It's a safety creep.
Greystone travel.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I got you.
Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Right, 50, right. 50. Ball, screen, watch the screen. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Play action. Now it's Murray. The open man is Smith. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Murray now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right.
Murray now on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
in order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave a great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Again, it's Cohen. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Well, they had done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a 4-quarter game, right? It gets trite for us. It gets trite for the fans. This is exactly what they're talking about. What you did before was terrific.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes, it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. He'll look to throw here. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got it.
And oh, it coughed it up, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now Cohen. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Trey Flowers.
Here comes the boom.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got it.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 14-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies. General West, smooth.
They'll drop the throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's got it across the midfield stripe. and into Viking territory. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now, how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Off the toss, Cohen. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.